Okay, good morning everyone. How are we feeling today on this very cool and blistering morning? Good. All right, we're going to start standing up today. Our feet are going to be in the middle of the mat, slightly towards the end of our mat today. We're going to start with nice deep big breath. Hands come to our ribs as we expand through our ribs. Inhale, nice big opening through our rib cage. Exhaling, bringing our ribs down, our pelvic switches on, lower body switches on too. We're going to do 3 nice big deep breaths like this as we feel our rib cage open and close. So we don't want to compromise our posture when we're in this position. So shoulders are up and away from our neck. Oopsie, very windy this morning. Did you want anything else? Are you all right? That's okay. So big deep breath in through our rib cage, out through our mouths as we exhale, bringing our ribs down closest to our hips, switching on our lower body. So this is our Pilates breath. Anytime that I speak about our inhale, exhale to prepare, inhale to prepare, exhale when we're pressing and activating our lower body, our lower core, should I say, we're bringing in our belly closest to the spine as possible, as if there's a corset that's on, and we're switching all of that on and bringing it and tightening it all up. Great. So in our next inhale, we're going to sweep our arms up over our head and lower back down on the sides. Again, another breath like this. Inhale, exhale, and lower back down. With our next arms to the sky, we're going to come on up. We're going to twist to our right. Our arms are going to come to the side and hold it here for a moment. Come back through center, coming and exhaling through our left side. When we're twisting, coming back up to sky, we would just want to keep our belly nice and loose. But nice big deep breath. Exhale, looking over that hand. Little bit of spirit fingers as you hold it there. Up to sky. And we're just going to repeat that one more time. To our right. Twisting a little bit further. Inhale, coming up to the sky. Exhaling, come to the side. Lovely. We're going to walk our hands down our legs as we come down. We want to roll our necks down, touching our feet, coming back up to standing. Shoulders come up and away from our ears. Again, rolling from the top of our head down to the ground. We're going to take our steps out with our hands for our inchworm. Hold it here in our high plank for a moment. And then walking our hands back to our feet and standing on back up. Nice. We're going to increase the pace here as we warm up. Rolling down. Hands walk out. Hold our plank for a moment. Inhale, exhale, pressing our hips back up to the sky. We can have a slight bend through our knees as we're coming back up. Rolling back down. We're going to hold this plank for a little bit longer for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our left foot steps on the left foot of our hand. And we hold it here for a moment. Our left hand goes to the ceiling, up to the sky, as we come up for a nice deep stretch. Holding it here for a moment. Just as we go through our activation and warm up here, can you just let me know if you have any injuries that I should know about for our session today? Left hand comes down to the mat. Left foot steps back into our high plank. We hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot comes up to our right hand again. Hold it here for a moment. Before then we stretch our right arm up to the ceiling. So any injuries? Okay.
From walking and running and stuff.
All right. And how do you like to manage that in your class?
Might just not extend as much.
Yeah, okay, all right. So just in any movements, you know exactly where that's going to hurt or like it's not comfortable for you. So just stay in that zone. Yeah, all right. Good. Hello.
Slight injury in my shoulder.
Okay, all right. We'll just be mindful of that. We have some side stuff today, so we'll just be really mindful of that to come down onto your elbow each time. Okay, good. All right, so bringing our hands back to center, we're going to take our right foot back now and hold it here in our high plank. Nice. We're going to hold it here as a slight activation through our core. Our belly to be switched on, bringing that belly button to our spine. Hold it here for a moment. Push back into down dog. This is our first down dog of our series today. Hold it here for a moment. If you'd like to pedal out your down dog, this is a chance to do it. So just pedaling our left and right foot as you hold your down dog. Just seeing how your body feels today. As we go through this session, please just work within your limits. Whenever there are progressions, you're welcome to take them. But if they're not feeling quite right today, you can always just take it back to that modification that we have provided at the start, and then just working within how you're feeling. When you're ready, you're going to then come back to our high plank. We're going to step our hands back to our feet, and we're going to come to standing. Grab your block, and we're going to place it on the lengthways of our mat. We're going to do some standing work to start our session today. Nice, a lot of balance. The block to be just slightly forwards on our mat today, as we're going to be extending back towards the end of our mat. When you're ready, you're going to step onto your block. Hands are going to come to your hips. Your right leg is going to be quite heavy. I want you to breathe in through your nose, activate through your lower body as you exhale, holding that here for a moment. With your next inhale, you're going to prepare. Exhale, drop that foot down closest to the mat. We're actually dropping through our pelvic pelvis, as we lower down and then coming straight back up. Yeah, so it's a hover. It's called disco hip. I think it's a pretty funky name. As you lower down, we want to feel that movement coming through our pelvis. So exhale as you come on back up. So each time, we're actually just finding where our neutral alignment is in our hips. Ensure that your ribs are coming down into your hips as you come through this. Our toe to be up and flex towards our nose. So this is a really good balance activity. Very small movement, but very powerful as you keep moving on. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. It's just my notes. Thank you. It's very windy. Nice. So we're here in our disco hip. We're going to rock through 3 more here. Just nice and slow and controlled. Big toe to be planted down into that block. And 1. We're going to hold it here. We're going to slightly open our leg in an abductor, coming back together. Nice. So we're trying to keep our balance the whole time. You can most definitely add on your arms if you'd like to add that little bit of balance. You can also coordinate your movement if you'd like as you open and shut. Nice. We've got 3. We've got 2. We've got 1. We're going to hold our leg out. We're going to send it back. As we send it back, we're going to slightly tip forwards. We're going to create a square with our foot, holding it at the back and then coming back up to standing. So you can add in your arms or you can come on your hips, whatever you like. So we open up to the side. We go to the back as if there's a square that we're just drawing with our leg, coming into center and coming back into standing. You've got 3 more of these because you've just done 2. So open up, pushing back, center your leg, coming back to standing. Very nice. We've just got 1 more here. Nice little balance activity. When we're going to stay here, we're going to come down into our left leg here as we do some repeaters. So our left leg should be firing up now. As we exhale, we're going to send that foot back. We're going to slightly touch the mat and come straight back up to standing. Hands can stay on our hips, or we can come to extension of our arms as we stretch overhead. And a nice coordinated movement. Up to you. If you'd like to stay on your hips, you can. We've got 8. I'm going to fast pace. I'm going to quicken up this pace here. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to step our leg back and we're going to come into our 90-90 lunge. So we're going to drop our hips, our knees straight down to the ground and coming on back up to standing. If you'd like to add a little bit more stability, bring your legs as if they're on a train tracks. So they're slightly off-centered, and that's just going to add a little bit more stability. Oh, I'm just coming on the side there, and I need that little bit more stability. So we're going into our 90-90 lunge. We want to achieve our knee tracking directly over our third toe. We don't want to be coming forwards, and we don't want to come back too far. So pressing through that front leg, we should really be feeling that through our left glute. So lower it down. Everyone should be starting to feel nice and warm now in this position. We're going to come down for one more and we're going to hold here and we get to pulse for 8, 7, 6. Hands can come over your head. 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg down. Hello, legs. Okay, so we're just going to come into a nice little hip flexor stretch, holding it here for a moment, pressing our hips forwards. And hold it. Have a little break for a moment after that start of work. Left leg to come forwards off the block. We're going to press into a nice runner's lunge. So we can come really extended through our hip flexors there. As we just take a moment, catch your breath. I certainly need to catch mine. Okay, extend back on that left leg. You can move that block out of the way as you come in for a nice hamstring and calf stretch. How's everyone feeling? Good? Right. Holding it here for a moment. We'll come forwards again into our hip flexor first. So stay up nice and tall, pressing through that hip flexor. So stay nice and tall as you push through. So you can afford to come back a little bit further. Yeah. And then as if you had like something you're trying to push through this section here. You might even come back a little bit further, as in your knee can come forwards a little bit more. Yeah, and come up straight and then push into your hip. Do you feel a little bit more there? So same thing for you, Leti. You can bring your knee forwards just slightly. Yeah, and then push into your hip. Yeah, that's it. Nice, everyone else is looking good. Okay, pushing back into our hamstring and calf stretch again. Lengthen that leg long, holding it here. Oh my gosh, my nose is running this morning. Is anyone else's nose running this morning? Okay, thank you. Okay, stepping forward into that leg. We're going to come up onto our right leg this time. So in this position, bring our hands down to the mat. Our left leg to go back to our right, holding it here. Then we're going to press our hands back up to standing. We're going to move our block to our right side now. Just also slightly forwards on the mat. Stepping onto that block when you're ready. Lifting and lowering that leg as you get a little bit of stability through that right leg. So that movement is coming from our pelvis and our glutes is firing it. So when you're lowering, try and keep your leg nice and still. Yeah, and then lower. So you're moving through that movement is your hip. Yeah. So try not to step, just as a hover. And you want to dip your hips, lower. Yeah, that's it. And coming up. So it's a really slight movement.
Just like not bending?
No, you want to keep it nice and straight. So that movement to come through. You're right. You're getting better, yeah. So then come up higher on your right, a left hip. Sorry, hip. So come up straight, that's it. And then lower down, yeah. So your toe can come up a little bit higher so you don't have that feedback directly as you step. Yeah, so see how challenging that is, that movement. Yeah, that's it. So exhale as you come on up just to get a little bit of stability. That was perfect that time. Nice. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to add on now. So our left leg to go out to the side and coming back through center. So inhale as you press it away. Exhale as you bring it back into your body. So our abs should be on, switched on now. We can add in our arms if we'd like to add that little bit of extra challenge. Not to mention that wind is really providing a lot of challenge at the front here. So exhale, bringing it back in. Nice. We should be really feeling that through our glutes. We're pushing directly out to the side and coming back through center. Nice. We've got one more, and then we're going to add on. We're going to kick our leg back to make that square, coming back into the center, and then standing back up. Nice. Thank you for that. So we're here, we're opening up, we're extending back, we're coming into our standing tip, coming into center, and coming back to standing. So this is a nice, challenging movement that's very simple, but a bit of fun. I heard that you liked to do some balancing last week, so I added that in this week. But the person who said it is not here. But that's okay. Okay, so we're going to do 2 more because I believe that you've done 3 now. So we're just concentrating on our breath. Nice. We're going to come back to standing. We're going to go into our repeaters now. So as we extend our left leg back, we want to come down into our right quad. As we come down, we can add our arms for our knee repeaters. If you'd like to take away the arms, you can have them on your hips. We've got 5. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Step our leg back. We're going to come down into our 90-90 lunge. Hands can come to our hips, or we can come up high over our head as we lower straight down. Again, that front leg is to be tracking over our 3rd and 4th toe. We want to really be feeling that in our glutes. If anyone's not quite feeling it there, let me know. Do you feel it? Nice. Looking so good, everyone. Okay, we've got 3 more. 2 and 1. We hold down the bottom. We can add our hands over our head as we pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg down. Hello, glutes. Hello, glutes. It's very painful, that one. Again, we're going to come into our hip flexor. So keep that foot on the block, pressing into our hip flexor. That's a painful little series, isn't it? Actually, I've added a little break in here at this stage, so we'll just take 5. Everything. Take that right foot over your block. You can move that block out of the way. We're going to come into a nice deep runner's lunge here. This is when we can get really deep into our hip. Sometimes I like to, and depends on if you feel, you know, we haven't done it on the other side. We can open our arms up and we can add a little bit more twist. We can obviously even this side up as well. Up to you though. Coming back through center, pushing back, coming back into our nice deep lunge and stretch through our calf and our hamstrings here. Nice. We're going to come back through our hip flexor again, holding it here. Come into a nice deep hip stretch here. And then push back. Cut this section. Okay, so you're going to come forwards onto your hands now. You're going to send your right foot back behind you. we're going to come into our quadruped position. Hands are going to be underneath our shoulders, our hips to be slightly apart. Nice. As we inhale, our belly's going to go nice and loose in our cow position. Eyes to come up to the sky. Exhaling, pressing that ground away. We want to ensure that when we're exhaling, we're really pulling those ribs and lower belly in. Inhale, come back up to center, up to the sky. Belly goes nice and loose and low in our cow position. Again, pushing back into our cat position, stretching right out, holding it here. We're going to move into a little push-up series. So if you'd like, you can stay here in our quadruped position, or you can walk your hands slightly forwards as you then press your hips down into the mat to have a nice long straight back as your shoulders connect to your hips, a nice long line. We're going to lower straight down into our just a normal push-up. So our hands to come slightly wider. Sorry, I should have said that first. Our fingertips can come slightly in, and that will help just push our elbows out. So lowering down, pushing back up. Lowering down, pushing back up. So we're going to come into a little series. So as we lower, we can push back into a down dog. Hold it here for a moment. Coming down, I'm going to do 2 push-ups. And pushing back into our down dog, so a modified down dog. Coming into 3 push-ups here. 2, 3, pushing back. Holding here. We're going to go for 4 this time. 2, 3, 4, pushing back. We're going to do 1 more. We're going to do 5 here. We've got 5, 4, everyone together. 3, 2, 1, pushing back. Well done. That's a nice little push-up series there. Place your left glutes on the mat as you come and twist open to our right. Yes, our right side. So we can stay in this position. I'm going to challenge everyone today to come up to a side plank. So we're going to have our shoulder directly on top of our elbow. We can have our feet stacked, or I like to have mine slightly on a stance, and this just helps me stabilize a little bit more. In our inhale, we're going to prepare as we exhale, pressing our hips directly up to the sky. Our hands can come onto our hip, and then we're going to lower back down. Nice. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, pressing our hips to the sky, lowering down. How does everyone feel in this position? Good. Exhale, pressing hips up high. Hold it here for a moment. Lowering down. Nice. This is your first part of side plank. Exhale, pressing those hips up. Arm can go high to the sky. Hold it here for a moment. Lowering our hips directly down and straight back up. We're going to come for a nice hip dip as we lift and lower through our side waist. We've got 5. We've got 4. We've got 3, 2, 1. Lowering it down. If you would like to add on, you can. You can come up to your side plank. So hand comes to underneath your shoulder this time. Not sure why the music stopped. Oh, sorry. Okay, just paused it. Okay. So we can come up underneath our shoulder if we'd like, as we press our hips straight back up to the sky, holding it here. So you can add on, or you can stay in our modified side plank, which is on our elbow. So if you're up in this position, hand comes high up, and we're going to lower down. Again, we're going to come for our hip dips. You can do this. So pressing on up, so straight up and lowering down. Nice. You've got 3, 2, 1. Everyone's going to come down onto that elbow. Our left leg's going to come tucked underneath our leg, our top leg. As we press on up, we're going to float our right leg up. Nice. We've got 8 lift and lowers here. We've got 6, hand can come to hip. We've got 5, we've got 4, 3, 2, 1. We hold here. Hold, hold, hold. You can do this. Hold, hold, hold. Pressing that sideways up and away from the ground. Right. Nice. Hold, hold, hold. And lower down. Well done. Again, we're going to press up. Take a mini break. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Pressing those hips straight back up again. You've got this. Nice. You're going to lower that top leg. Your right leg's going to come down onto the mat. Your left leg now is going to come up to meet your knee and lower back down. So it's an opposite squeeze. So you keep that leg bent. As you press up through that side, it will look something like this. So that right leg is long, knees bent as we come up through. So it's a very small movement. We've just got 5 of these. Let's all do it together. We've got 5. We've got 4. You can do this. 3, 2, 1. Lowering hips down. How does that feel? Painful? Very good. Come up to seated. You can do it. You can do it. Come up to seated. We're going to come through our mermaid stretch. So we want to rotate. No, we want to come through our side waist here, as if there's 2 planes of glass on either side of us, and we just want to stay between there. We don't want to come forward or back. Nice. Windmill those arms down onto the side. Come across, stretching out that side waist on the right side now. And then windmill arms again, one more time, over the top of our legs. Holding here. Nice. Great. So we're going to bring our arms down onto the mat. Left and right arm meets together as we come into our tricep hovers this time. So lower our elbows right down to the ground. This is our first position here. We can actually bring our hands out a little bit further in front of us. Our weight is going to shift forwards as we lift our elbows off the ground. This is called a tricep hover. Nice. So pressing those hands into the mat, lifting elbows off the mat. Nice. How does that feel for everyone? I'll just come around and check where we are. So you can afford to come forwards and put that weight into your hands. Yeah. How does that feel? Yeah. So the movement to come up from the mat. So bring your elbows all the way down to the mat. Yeah, and now push, take your elbows off the mat and push into your hands. Yeah, and then lower back down. Yeah, so just try and stay in that same line of movement there. And the only spot is moving is your elbows. So shifting your weight forwards can help add a little bit more engagement. Nice. Okay, if you're finding this is quite easy at this stage, you can add on, and we can lift our knees off the ground in our hover. So it'll look a little bit something like this. So knees come off the mat. We really want to make sure that our lower body is engaged through this section. So zipping up that those pants as if our lower core is switching on. We press our hands into the mat, lifting up our elbows off the ground. Nice. Give it a go if you'd like, or you can come back down. If you'd like to add on a little bit more, you can come forwards off your elbows and you can lower directly down, nose to come straight down to your hands. So this is our next level, or you can come back into that tricep hover with the knee hover if you like. Nice. This is quite a challenging movement, so slow it down, engage through those triceps. Yeah, that's it. Nice. Everyone's elbows are tracking really nicely and straight ahead as we lift and lower through that. Nice. You've got 5 more here. We've got 4, 3. If you'd like to add a little bit more, hover those legs to the last one. 2 and 1. Well done. Push back into our child's pose here. Knees come wide on the mat. Hold here for a moment. Nice. When you're ready, we're going to come up from our child's pose and we're going to come into our swimming position, laying up down onto the mat. Our hands pack this position so it's directly outside of our shoulders. Nice hip connection with our arms. Our head to be placed on the mat. As we exhale, we're going to pull off our head and our shoulders off the mat and lowering back down. Our head to stay long. No creases in the back of the head as we exhale, coming up and lowering down. If you'd like to add on, you can press your, you can push your legs up into a floating position, so our Superman position, and then lower everything back down. As we engage through our glutes, ensure that you are pressing your pubic bone down into the mat just to help stabilize your lower body into the mat. Nice, everyone. If you'd like to add on again, extend those arms long out into a V. Hold it here for a moment, coming back to our hands by shoulders and then lowering back down. Nice. Everyone's working really well here. Yes, very nice. Your engagement's really great through your neck there. Nice. As you come through your V, you can stretch directly in front of you. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Nice. I'm just going to feel the back of your shoulders here. Squeeze through there. That's it. Nice. And lower back down. Looking good. Mats are playing a little bit of a game with everyone this morning. Just going to place your water bottle here just to help with it not floating in your face. Nice. We're going to add on again. If you'd like to, you can. You don't have to. As we come up through our extended pose, we're going to take our left arm down to the mat. Our opposite leg's going to come down as we do some swimming. We want to add a nice tempo to this as we can hear the music. Let's go. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay it down. Oh my goodness. Press back into our shell stretch. That's our active child's pose. Pressing our hands into the mat. We want to get a nice C shape through our back. So come up nice and high. Pressing through our back first. And not so much through our ankles. That's it. So come up a little bit higher. That's it. And you can afford to come slightly further back and pushing into the mat, pushing it away from you. Yeah, that's it. So you're in our nice child's pose there. So you can come on up a little bit higher so hands can come closer to you. And now press up through. That's it. That's your shell stretch. Nice. Good job. Nice. Let's just add on here. We're going to take our right arm underneath our left hand and as we come down into a thread the needle. Nice. Hold it here for a moment. When you're ready, you can add on if you like. So you take that top hand and wrap it around, up around your back, and you want to press your shoulder to the sky. Yeah, that's it. Hold it here for a moment. Taking this moment. You're all working so well today and so hard. Giving yourselves that time today. Might be the only time you get this for yourself only. So just enjoy staying here on the mat for a moment. Body feels nice and warm and active. Coming back through center, our hand wraps down onto the ground. We thread back down around. And then we come back into our, you can come back into our child's pose if you like, or you can go straight into our opposite side. Nice. Hold it here before you wrap your top hand around. Nice. You can add that arm in now, wrapping it around, then opening up through our chest, shoulder comes up to the sky. Nice. Coming back through center, that right arm comes down to the mat, left hand comes under. We're going to come down onto our right side this time. So as we come back through center, pushing down onto our right side, the sun is going to be in our faces, unless, yeah, smart idea. How did you do that? Let's come back to center. How did you do that then?
I just put my head down.
Oh, okay, yeah. So pop your head down the end of the mat so that the sun is not in our faces. Nice. So again, we're going to challenge you to come up onto our full side plank, or modified side plank. So our feet to either be stacked or staggered. It's up to you. Our hand can come to our hip. We're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, press those hips directly up to the sky. Hold it here for a moment. Lower back down. Nice. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, press those hips up to the sky. Nice long line from our head to our feet. Lower back down. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, pressing those hips up. We hold this here. And then we're going to lower directly down. Touch the mat, pressing straight back up. We've got 8 of these. We've got 6 together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here in the top of our plank. Nice. Our hand to come up high to the ceiling. Hold it here, hold it here. You've got this. Lower all the way down. Very good, everyone. So we can add on again if we'd like to come up onto that side, if you'd like, up to high plank. But we all are going to come under. Our right leg's going to come underneath our right hip. Nice long line from our shoulders to our hips here. Pressing on up. Our right leg's going to come up to meet our left leg. As we press, we bend our knee. You've got this. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Lower that knee down. We're all going to come down onto our elbow now. Our left leg to come up high, lift and lower. If you'd like to add on, you can come back up to that high side if you like, as we lift and lower, or we can stay here. I'll lift and lower. Nice. Working really well here, everyone. You've got 3, you've got 2, you've got 1, and lower down. Very good. Give that leg a little tap out. Come up to our seated. Hands to pedal over, to cartwheel over our legs. Hold it here for a moment. Nice. 2 panes of glass are on either side of us, so we want to make sure that we're sitting nice and parallel between the 2 there. Cartwheel hands all the way down to the mat. Holding it here. Nice. So this feels really good in our side waist here after all of that work on either side. Coming back into our center. Nice. Cartwheel hands again. Up and over. Very good. Okay, we're going to bring our arms down to the side as we come into our seated position. We're going to grab onto our blocks. Allow the long waist to go between our knees there. Okay. So we're going to bring our hands up as if you're hugging a tree, or you can keep them nice and straight, actually. Keep them nice and straight. Okay. In your inhale, you're going to exhale, pressing your ribs down into your hips, but you're going to stay here in a high position. Our neck comes down into a slight curvature. Hold it here for a moment and coming back up to seated. Nice. Again, inhale to prepare. Exhale, pressing those abs down into your spine, holding here. Coming back up to seated. This time we're going to add on. We're going to press down into that C shape. We're going to slightly rock back, squeezing onto that yoga block, holding here. Hands come wide, up to the sky, coming back up to seated, coming forwards. So again, exhale, pressing back into that spine, lowering back into a half roll down, opening wide, coming back up to seated. Hello, abs. Again, we're just going to articulate through each of these steps as we activate our core before adding on. Nice. Exhale. Rolling back, opening up, coming back up to seated. Nice. How are we feeling? Good as we activate. Squeezing onto that block. Hold it here for a moment. Coming back up to seated. For our next one, we're going to actually open up. Hands going to come up above our head. We're going to roll all the way down this time. Coming down into our full roll down. We're going to grab our yoga block. Now. Our left leg to come up to a bent position. Our right leg is going to do some work. For our next inhale, we're going to prepare. Exhale, pull your leg right up to the sky. Slightly rotate your right leg out. So just point it out to the side. You're going to inhale as you drop your knee down, out, wide into a circle. Exhale, bringing it straight back up to center. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring it back up. That's 2. We've got 5 of these. That's 3. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring it up to center. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Exhale, open. Coming up to center. We're going to do the opposite way down. So hold straight down. Out to the side. Go back up. Just going to see everyone's engagement here. Pressing that lower belly into the mat. You've got 3. Nice. Only thing that should be moving is that leg. So really pressing down into that mat, that Pilates breath. Nice. We've got 1 more. Very good. Bring that leg down into a long stretch in front of you. Nice. We're going to add on here. So as you come up to a curl, I want you to bring your knee up to tabletop. Hands will come behind our head. Exhale, bringing our curl up, straight up, lowering back down. Our knees stay up in tabletop as we come through our curls here. Nice. Exhale, pressing down into that mat, through our belly, pressing closest to the spine, lowering down. Nice. You've got 3. Press 2. 1. So this time, when you lower your head down, your leg is going to extend out, and then you're going to come back into through center, bringing it all back in. Exhale as you bring it all in. Inhale as you send it long. Nice. Got 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Our head's going to come into place behind our head now. Our left elbow is going to come to our knee as we twist in. Extend that leg out again. So we're just adding in a nice little twist as we come up through center this time. Just adding on, getting our obliques firing up a bit more. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our left leg's going to meet our right leg now. We're going to do some toe tap bicycles. So as your right leg Exhale, toe tap. Nice. So lowering that foot down to the mat, straight back up as we rotate. These are bicycles. You've got 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Oh, lower down. You can do a nice little window wiper. Well done. That's your right side completed. When you're ready, left leg now comes to tabletop. Sorry. Our left leg comes out extended. Slight rotation out of our foot here. So we inhale, we're going to lower our leg down. Exhale, bringing it up and around. Nice, this is our single leg circle. We've got 6 more here. Sorry, we don't have 6 more, we have 3 more. We're doing 5 each side. Sorry about that. Exhale as you're bringing it back up to center. We've got 2. We've got 1. We're going to take our foot and we're going to take it around, circle, going out first, coming back through center as you exhale. Nice. We've got 3 more. The only thing that's moving again is that leg. 2, 1. Very good. Bring that leg to tabletop now. We're going to exhale, bringing our hands to at the back of our ears. Exhale, coming up to our curl, lowering straight back down. Nice. So we're going to even up our sides here. Abs should feel like they are firing up. Pressing that belly into the mat. You've got this. Got some faces that are showing me that it is very painful, which is great, which is what we want to see. You're working so well, everyone. You've got 2 more here. 1 more. Hold it here. Leg extends now. So we come into our first level of extending out as we lower down, coming back in exhaling. So we're doing our coordinated movements as we exhale, bringing our leg in, inhale, take it long. Nice. We've got 5, we've got 4, we've got 3, moving with my pace, 2, 1. We're going to do our twist this time. So coming up through center, we twist to our right, lower back down. We come up, we twist to our left, sorry, this time. Nice. That beautiful 6 packs at the end of the session. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Our right leg now comes to meet our left leg. Our hands interlace behind our head. We're going to come for our full bicycle this time. So our right leg goes long. Our left leg goes long. As we twist for each side, we've got 8, 7, 6. You've got the toe taps as a modification if you need. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, so painful. Window wiper those legs. Roll onto your right and come onto your front now. You're going to come into a baby cobra position, pressing that floor away. We just want to open up through those abs. You've just done a lot of work. Inhale, coming lower back down. Exhale, pressing the floor away. Oh, should feel really good for everyone. Good. Lower down. Exhale, pressing up. Nice. Just roll through a few more of these. I'm just going to switch up our music. Nice. So holding it here for a moment, pressing back into our child's pose. Going to come through a nice cool down. After all of that work today, take a nice big deep breath through your nose, out through your mouth. Inhale again. Exhale. Come to a seated position. our feet to touch each other, hands on our elbows, hands on elbows, hands on our ankles, and you can lean forwards just slightly into that stretch, holding it here for a moment. I know, stretching is the best. I just do not do enough of it. Nice. When you're ready, our right foot's going to go long on the mat, our left leg to come underneath us. We're going to move directly to our right foot. Just try and get as far as you can. Nice. When you're ready, your left arm is going to come up high to the sky, and we're going to try and open up through our side waist and just add a little bit more stretch through our side waist and our hamstring at the same time. Breathing through our ribs as we did at the beginning of the session. Nice. Coming back through center, our left leg goes long now, right leg comes underneath us, stretching to our right leg, just bending from the hip when you're pushing towards that foot. Nice. When you're ready, inhale, bringing our arm up to the sky, opening up through that side, breathing through those ribs on the side. Nice. Coming back through center. We can cross our legs over, depends on how you feel. Our arms are going to come up over our head. Nice, and lower back down. Left arm come up over our right. Nice. We're going to come forwards and stretch through our spine. Coming up through the side there. Nice big deep breath. Coming back through the other side. Should feel really good. Exhale, coming back to the other side. Coming back again on the other side. Nice. Coming back through center. Our hands are going to come through onto our ribs again at the start of the session. We're going to take 3 nice big deep breaths through our nose, out through our mouth, opening up through our ribs each time. Thank you so much for your time today and all your sacrifices that you've made today to be here. I hope that this is the most powerful moment for your day today to give back to yourselves. Thank you so much for joining me. Yay! My pleasure. My God, it's so windy and cold. All of a sudden, it's like, yes, the wind tunnel. My God. All right, we'll see how that goes. We might do that session again next week, which will be fun.